Hey, what's up? My name is Bob, welcome to my channel, and today I would like to talk about 9 ways to start generating passive income. And the way that we'll do this today is we'll start off the list by things you can start doing straight away, no investment needed, barely any time investment needed. And as we go through the list, it will get a bit more labor intensive or you need more cash to actually do it. And as always, the more time and effort and money you put into it, the better the potential rewards. But that doesn't mean that the first things we'll go through are not good. They're very nice ways to get started if you don't have any cash laying around. So the first thing I would like to talk about is a website called Fedlama. And what you can do here is anything that you own, you can put in there to rent out. Now, a lot of videos on passive income will tell you, find something that you don't use and sell it. But that isn't passive income, that is just generating some cash. So by starting to rent it out, and as I saw on their website, it is all, they guarantee everything as well. By start renting it out, it can become more and more passive income. So I'll put all the links to all the websites I mentioned below in the comments. I'm not an affiliate with any of them, so I'm not getting paid for this. It are just some websites I found through doing some research or that I've used myself in the past. The second one is also almost the same, but now we're talking about storage space. And it is a website called Neighbor, and I saw there's more, where you can say, hey, I have a garage, attached to my house, which I don't use, and you can start renting it out through that website. I did some research and it turns out that 11% of all the Americans actually pay for additional storage space. So it's a pretty big market, and if you just have some storage space anyway in your house, why not just go and rent it out to people, make some passive income that will actually maybe even pay for your mortgage or part of your mortgage, so you'll live relatively free or at least very cheap. The third one is for people who have small kids or babies, and it's a website called BabyQuip. And BabyQuip lets you rent out stuff that people can use for their babies, equipment you can use for your babies or for small children. And it's mainly targeting people who are traveling. Now, if you have small kids, you know that it's pretty much a pain to, especially if you go by plane, to bring everything that you need for your baby, for your kids. And by using this website, you can just go somewhere, rent whatever you need for a few days, bring it back, and it will probably save you money because bringing everything on a plane is very expensive and just a lot of hassle. So I can really see how this works as a business model, and I also know how much stuff people have laying around when they have small kids. So rather than selling it, start renting it out again so you can keep generating income. That's sort of the whole idea with all these passive things. Don't just sell it, do something that will generate income over time. The fourth one is one that I myself wouldn't do, but it is putting stickers on your car. There's a lot of companies that will actually pay you to drive around if you have stickers on your car. Now again, it is one that you don't need an investment or anything, they will pay for the stickers, but do you want to drive around with some commercial or some whatever on your car? I myself wouldn't. I like my car too much and I like cars in general too much, but maybe you don't really care. Maybe you just rented out your garage so you can't park your car inside anyway, so it's on the street so more people will see it, so you can make money 2 ways. I don't know, it is an idea that can really work and it just doesn't need any investment. So those are the first 4 that really, you can start doing straight away. Just look at what you have in your house or the space that you have. And now we'll go into things that take a bit more of money and time investment to do. So the next one is creating an affiliate website, blog, vlog, whatever works for you. And what affiliate marketing basically is that you put links in the description of your videos, of your blogs or anything, and then are tracking links. So if someone clicks on the link and purchases the product or the software or whatever it is that you are basically pitching, you will get a kickback, you will get a percentage of the sale. And this especially becomes interesting if you work with software products. So in a previous video I spoke about how I used to be an affiliate for ClickFunnels, and ClickFunnels would pay me 40% monthly recurring revenue. So if you would use my link to do ClickFunnels, ClickFunnels would pay me $40 per month as long as you stay there. Now, the good thing about this is it is recurring and it is sort of passive. Now remember, last video we also said passive income is never really passive, but it needs nurturing. It takes time. You have to build a brand around it, because why would I buy something through you if I don't feel like you're an authority? So build a brand, show that you're knowledgeable, show that you know everything about cameras or about laptops, and then have links to the best laptops, and those are affiliate links and you get paid back. It takes nurturing, it takes time, but it's a very nice way to start generating cash. You can also have YouTube channels where you talk about certain topics, and it's pretty cool to do, and it is a nice little side income. The next one is creating a course or digital product. Now, if you've seen my video on how to make $100 a day, one of the things I say is the only way to really make money is to first get a high income skill, then you build a brand around it, and then if you want, you can start teaching it to other people. So what you have to do here is you again have to build that brand. You have to show that you're knowledgeable about something before you can sell a course. I could make a course right now on photography, but no one would buy it because why would they listen to me? There's no content of me speaking about photography, and to tell you the truth, I'm not really good at it. So build that brand, and then you can have a digital product, and there's a lot of things you can do here. You can have a sales funnel with ads, so it is as passive as passive income gets. It still needs nurturing, it still needs an update of the course, and you still need to have some community manager, but it is pretty nice and it can bring a lot of money. I know people who make a lot of money selling courses. So the next one is a really cool one that I've never tried myself before, but while doing research for this video I came across it, and it is called a website called Royalty Exchange. Now you can actually buy royalties from music, from labels, from whatever people pay royalties for, and you get the full rights to, whenever someone uses that track or anything, you get paid. Now, the thing with this is that it gets very expensive very, very fast. I saw some royalty deals for $500 to $1,000, but a lot of them were in the hundreds of thousands of dollars and sometimes even the millions if you are going to a real popular song that everyone knows. The cool thing about this is people will keep paying you as, whenever they use this music or this clip. The downside is you have to know what you're doing. Right? Is that clip, is that music, is it super current? So will people stop using it maybe past the current situation in the world? Or is it something that is more evergreen and will always be used and it's just a cool tune that people will keep using? So you need to have some knowledge on this. It's definitely something I'm going to try just because I'm super interested in seeing how that works. Again, it can get very expensive, but I thought it was a pretty cool way to start making passive income. It really is passive because there's nothing you can do about it. It's just as soon as someone uses the music or whatever you buy the royalties for, you will get the money. Now then we get into the last two, which are both real estate. And real estate is always seen as the perfect way or the best way of having, passive income. But of course it gets really, really expensive. And that is why I did some research, and there's several websites that you can actually go to where you can crowdfund a rental property. And the way that this works is you can start with as little as $500, and with a group of people you can buy this rental property and you will start generating cash because it's being rented out. So that's the way that you actually make money here. And normally real estate makes anywhere between 5 to 8, 9% return on investment yearly. These websites will take a cut. These websites, make sure that they are all covered and you take the risk because if it's vacant, you don't get paid anything. But it's a pretty cool way to get started. It's a really nice concept. And if you want to start and getting your feet, somewhere on the floor in terms of real estate, this might be pretty cool. So I'll also add a link to the one I found was diversifund.com. I'll put it down in the description as well, just to check it out. And again, with all these things, do your research, think, is this for me? But it is pretty cool. And then the last one is just buying real estate yourself. Now, I already said that about 11% of the Americans are paying for additional storage space. So the way that I started my real estate journey basically was buying garage boxes where people can store their equipment or their cars. And these are relatively low investments. Where I live, it's about 25,000 euros to buy one, but it gives around a 7 to 8% return on investment, which is pretty good if you ask me. And of course, after that, I also recently bought a holiday rental, but then we're speaking about a lot more money. And they're just generating 6-7% return on investment annually, plus or minus what happens to the real estate price. And normally long term, it will go up. I would say try it out, give it a try, look at what works for you, what entry level you want to start at, work your way through the list, see what works best for you. And if it was of value, as always, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell, all those things. It really helps me out. And I will see you in the next one.